When I finally met a man that decided he wanted to marry me and I took him home to my mother said I couldn't marry him because of his tribe. And I thought, you have no rights. Where have you been my entire life? You abandoned me. You didn't care what was happening to me. Suddenly you want to control my future? No way. So I challenged her. Guess what happened when I challenged her? Everybody exed me because they said if I could challenge my mother like that, I was very difficult and there was no way I was going to be a good wife. They even advised my then fiance not to marry me. Instead of focusing on the merit of the case, everybody flipped the scripts and said I was disrespectful. Nobody looked at my mother. Nobody said, oh, she abandoned this girl and her feelings are valid. I felt like I was drowning. I felt like nobody could hear my voice. I felt like I was going to die. I felt like I was going mad, trying to explain myself to everybody. Everybody looked at me and said I was going to be a bad wife. In fact, I was going to challenge my husband if he married me. So they said, don't marry this girl. She was going to be a problem. So now that brings me to how society views women. If it was a man who stood his ground and said, no, I'm not going to let my father or my mother decide for me who I was going to marry, they would say, nah, man, you be. She didn't even know what my choices were. She didn't know why I was choosing what I chose, but I was just supposed to follow her direction and let her decide my future because she was my mother. A woman who chooses not to use her voice is considered obedient. But once you're a woman and you stand up for yourself, even to your own mother who abandoned you, then you are rebellious, then you are difficult, unworthy to be called a good wife. I don't know about other countries, but my experience was mostly in Nigeria. So I would say that even till today, if you try to stand up for yourself as a woman, they will label you difficult. One time, a guy was being very rude to me in the office and I responded back to him. And he came back with, do you know you're talking to a man? So I asked him, did I take the same test you took? Did I go for the same interview you went for? Did they say to me, you are a woman, dear, please take the job. Just take the job. Don't do any interview. As long as they did not feel sorry for me, you are my colleague in this office.